take me to, so post-coma, 49 days. What's the statistics? I remember reading it.
9 out of 10 people don't wake up from a coma longer than 6 weeks. I woke up. 49 days is 7 weeks.
And do you remember anything from when you woke up?
I think I actually remember times from the coma itself, so the really bizarre thing about a coma is it's not like a coma, you don't fall asleep and then wake up. It's such a gradual process of waking up, because my post-traumatic amnesia phase was, the coma was 49 days, the post-traumatic amnesia was 56 days, I think it was. So like a week longer than the actual coma.
We're going. Oh, we're already rolling. Oh God.
Are you going to like adjust the camera?
No, you're talking to me. You're talking to me. Well, thanks for doing this, George. Let's start with a bit of background. I obviously only met you a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know you, who are you and where are you based?
I'm a triathlete, dabbled in cycling in the past, based now in Loughborough. I have been for 12 years, 12th year in Loughborough, but originally I was down from south of Cambridge, basically North Essex.
You say you were a cyclist. How long were you were cycling? Like quite a lot.
No, I dabbled. So like I've always been a fairly good cyclist, but then went to World Champs for road cycling in 2017. I think I came 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Then after a stress fracture and things in 2021, went to one road world champs and then won the time trial, came second, I think it was second in the road race. Then got selected for Tokyo, won a bronze medal in the time trial in Tokyo. Then after won my second road world champs in the time trial. Came third in the road race, I think. I think it was third. Or second again? No, I think it was third. And then I had my crash.
You weren't born with any disabilities, were you?
Surprisingly, no. Even though I might acted, I wasn't. I was born normal.
Able-bodied, as they say.
All that, yeah. Normal. But yeah, able-bodied, I was born, yeah.
So again, people probably won't know. What was the first thing that happened that...
So I became para because I had a fight with a lawnmower when I was 2 years old. I won because the lawnmower got bent. Simply put. Yeah, so I sit under the lawnmower when I was 2 years old, and basically, think of a meat counter at a supermarket. Nice gammon joint, cut the meat off. No, that's my ankle. So yeah, my left foot and ankle went under the lawnmower, got a bit sliced up. Didn't get amputated though, so the surgeon managed to save my leg. And I just have a bit of a deformed left leg. Like left below knee, so like my foot and ankle, just a bit smaller, and I just don't really have a calf. Simply, that's it really.
And that was it?
Yeah. Across near 20 operations, yeah, that was it.
That was it. 20 operations later, yeah. Now you're here.
Oh, no, 25, I think, yeah.
Were you always into sport then? Like, moving from obviously 2 years old, I'm assuming you did like school sports days and everything, and you're always quite athletic. Yeah,
and the family just always like getting out of the house and going on mountain bikes and things, so we'd always go to Thetford Forest on the mountain bikes. Parents were always, well, as long as I remember, running or doing activities, so just always going up and just taking part in things.
What was your favourite thing growing up? Was it always cycling?
I went through phases of either rugby or in primary school, touch rugby, rounders and hockey were my things in primary school. And then I quickly developed into hockey and normal rugby. And then I transitioned into triathlon.
What do your parents do? What did they do?
So mum's been a private physio for 30, 40 years, or no, private for probably 20, 30 years, and it's just for, well, ever since she qualified, and dad's then been a funeral director. What used to be a family business. And my generation, so me and my brother, the first generation of Peasgood not to go into family business.
How did Dad feel about that?
I don't think he feels too bad because he says that I can never work for him because I'm too smart and too happy. He was like, no, George, I'm not going to hire you. So even if shit probably hits the fan, I can't even get a job for the family.
Wow. Did your mum ever, as a physio, you know, with your leg and everything else, did she ever help you?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of my other things growing up was my mum thinking this, like my leg and my foot was never going to hold me back and never be an excuse. So she was always pushing on. That's what I think I get the drive from. Never to let anything hold me back. Yeah.
What about your dad? What's he like with you?
As long as you don't die, you're good. No, I'm not too sure. He's massively trying to not let things become an excuse for me. So like he's the same place really. He never wants anything to be like a reason us to not do something.
When did you get picked up by GB?
And our first was triathlon in 2011, I think it was. Because I started try in 2010, purely because of parents and brother did. So I thought it'd be the best way to get out of the house on a Saturday morning and allow at the same time as my dad could go to Tesco and do his weekly shop. So I just went to Tri Club because of that, really. And then the coach knew Johnny Ryle, or had heard of him, so I got in contact and then spoke to him and about me possibly trying for a para-tri. And then I went to a para-tri talent ID day on I think it was 26th of November 2011. And yeah, I got classified and the rest is history.
What made you stick to it?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Why not? If you enjoy it, why not try and just do it? So yeah, just literally enjoying it.
What happened, how many years ago was it now? 2?
On my
Crash?
bike crash, come up to 4 years ago.
4 years.
So yeah, I was on the 1st of October 2022, day before my birthday.
Take me through it.
So I don't actually remember the crash at all. I think I remember some things that happened on the ride, but I'm not too sure. The one thing I do know is I remember seeing my cousin the morning of my crash and seeing her car and being like, I got a new car. I've always had my car, so I was quite, not admiring, but I just noticed she had a new light blue coloured Range Rover Evoque. I was like, decent, nice car. She came to talk to my dad about her mum's funeral, my auntie's funeral. She died the week before. And yeah, I was out on a bike ride, doing a sprint session, which was just training for, well, I was the following month competing in the track cycling world champs. And yeah, so the track cycling world champs coming up, just doing a training ride, doing some sprints. Thought the peak out on the ride wasn't that high. I was like 900, can't remember now, it was 960 something watts. And I thought, just try one more sprint. Basically, it was like 127 meters from my parents' house. I was like, just try one more sprint, just to see if I can get the peak out above 1,000. Right foot came unclipped from the pedal, flew over the handlebars, landed on my face. Lights out. Yeah.
And then what happened?
Well, listing off the injuries, I broke my cheekbone, fragmented my scapula, broke my collarbone, broke, I think there were 3 or 4 other bones in the face. And they thought I punctured my lung and fractured my arm, knee, and some other bones, a few ribs, but I don't think I actually did. And then went to Addenbrooke's Hospital. Yeah, was in a 49-day, I think, 49-day coma. And a 7-week long nap. Just finally having some time off, having some rest.
Some forced rest.
Literally some forced rest, yeah.
Are you good at resting?
No. So I was literally forced rest.
Can you remember much of it?
Yeah, I can remember days of even the coma. So like I remember like a few times feeling just like laying in a hospital bed, feeling so fucking hot, like just sweating and like dripping on sweat. They had to put like a cold flannel on my head and like had fans around me, and because after a brain injury you can just get so hot and so sweaty, and you're regulating your body temperature's like all gone. So yeah, I just got really hot and sweaty. I remember watching, what's the film? Greatest Showman?
Mm-hmm.
On like an old VCR on a DVD player on a screen, on a TV screen, a big box TV. I remember watching that in hospital. I remember watching Mamma Mia 2. I mean, bitterly disappointed by it. It's so fucking shit. What is this?
Because the first one was so good.
Exactly. I have no idea why, but yeah, Mamma Mia 2, not the one. Yeah, I remember Greatest Showman, Mamma Mia 2. I remember seeing my parents' dogs, because they got to come and see me in hospital. And yeah, I remember one of them, the little younger girl, trying to jump on my hospital bed. When you have a catheter in, not the one. Thankfully, all stayed in place. I remember sitting down and then doing like a round for breakfast, and seeing a guy get up from his bed and just walk off. And apparently that he used to go on, I think he left the ward a few times and they couldn't find him. I remember thinking, at breakfast time, thinking, can I have some cornflakes and a coffee, please? The 49 days I spent all in Addenbrooke's Hospital in Cambridge. And then I think it was on the 29th of November, after I officially woke up, I went down to Homerton in London. And then the post-traumatic amnesia lasted until the 13th of January. But the week before, I was allowed out of hospital just during the day to go to the cafe with my dad for his birthday. I remember that sort of thing. I remember bits and bobs from that. My foot was so broken, someone on like some rollerblades cut us up across the road. I mean, in which I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bighead? Just cut us up. But I said that out loud. But obviously, a lot of us might have had that thought, but been internal. But I just say it out loud. That's what I mean by my foot had just broke. It's all just very distant memory of like 10 years ago.
Mm. So you can't really remember things before that now?
Not really, no. But like, if I would say, do you remember growing up?
Mm-hmm.
So you remember growing up?
Mm-hmm.
That's what a memory for me is like 4 years ago.
Right, okay.
So like, in that time was very much like my memories of myself growing up. Just like, what happened, but don't really remember it.
Wow. What was it like for you when you were able to go out with your dad for his birthday? Like, what was that feeling like to actually like leave the ward and do that?
It was good, but it was also a good cafe. It was a Fika Homerton. If you know Fika's a good cafe. They have I think they have one in Leeds, they have a Fika in Oakham, and they have a few different places, and they have Homerton in London. It's a good cafe.
You just wanted good coffee.
Yeah. They knew my order by the end of it. They came over and gave me some like leftover cake and things. At the end of the day, they're such good people.
You mentioned about not feeling heat. I remember when we first met, you were saying we were sat in the sun and it was quite hot, and I got a tan quite quickly.
I got burned that day.
You did get burned?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we said like maybe you should take some, you should have some shade,
Yeah.
but you don't feel it.
No.
And you also mentioned that you don't know when you're hungry.
No.
Is that post
Yeah.
brain injury?
Post-brain injury. So I don't really feel hunger. I just feel tired.
And you just know you need to eat at a certain point, and
Well, I usually go by time of day, what I've done during the day, and if I haven't eaten, then I'm like, oh shit, I need to eat. But otherwise, don't really get hungry. Yeah, I just get tired.
do your days now look, because of the brain injury, more structured in terms of like what you do day to day? Is it this hour I will do this hour I have to do this, or can you be more emotive and emotional about it and feel things out?
Well, I've always been quite anal and quite particular with my days.
Okay.
So like actually a structure I love. And that was one thing I had in Homerton. I'm a rehab hospital. They gave you a nice weekly planner, and I love that so much because it's like time, what you're doing when. Oh, like actual structure. I loved it. So I've always been a sort of person. So I just love structure. But I'm able to be a bit more emotive and a bit more how you're feeling now. What sort of thing do you want me to do?
Well, you're probably one of the only ever brain injury patients that decided that they needed a turbo.
Yeah. I decided the exercise bike in the gym at Homerton wasn't comfy at all because a fucking exercise bike, they're not comfy. So I convinced them to let me have my bike and turbo in my room. I'm doing a Swift ride with Alex and other people on Swift on my turbo in Homerton.
I mean, that's great. You got to ride with your friends even
Yeah.
though it was on the turbo and it's on Zwift.
Exactly. The best bit was I changed my weight to my coma weight. So I was down at 68 kilos.
Literally probably the lightest you've ever been.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, 58 kilos.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
What did that mean to you in terms of being able to do... Yes, probably the hospital weren't too happy about you having a turbo. But how did that make you feel about being able to do that, you know, be on Zwift with your friends, ride with your mates and everything? And
It just made things feel normal. And like, it made me feel so alive because like, yeah, I'm fucking stuck in a hospital, but I'm going on a Swift ride with Alex Yee, for God's sake. It just makes me feel normal again.
how important is that to you?
Amazing normal, like amazing important rather. It just makes me feel like, at the time it just made me feel like nothing had changed, which was so important.
Has that... You say that's always been like that, so I'm assuming that's kind of like... It went into training as well, you're very structured in that mindset.
Yeah.
So everything laid out, you know what you're doing,
Yeah.
when and where.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a turbo session this morning already, so...
Yeah, but like actually it was probably in the last, probably since 2019, I've been able to be a bit more emotive and like go on in the training sessions, go a bit more as to RBE for things as opposed to like a fixed heart rate, fixed power. Just how does it actually feel, and get really into myself on the emotion of the session and how it feels. I think I've been more in the feeling or more in tune with my feelings of training and racing since 2019. Like actually being able to go, now how does this feel? Like how does the RPE sit in terms of like the power and the heart rate and all the swim speed, like all the pace and the running, how does it actually feel? If it feels easy, why not just explore a bit faster? Or if it feels hard, just run a bit slower then. So I'm much more able to actually go into my feelings of how it's all going. Actually, I think train better from that. I think it's because I used to be so fixated around numbers and just liking round numbers. I'd always be like, nah, if this is an easy ride and I usually ride at 200 watts, I'd always ride at 200 watts, even if it felt a bit harder. Whereas nowadays, I'm more like, no, if it feels a bit harder, I'll back off a bit. Or now, if it feels a bit easier, I'll happily quite push on a little bit. Not push on in terms of ride hard, but like explore the 5-10 watts. Like just go the fields a bit more. Probably started when I had my coach Bex start coaching me back in 2018, 2019? Yeah, that was when we went more into like the emotion, more the emotive feelings of training and how things are feeling.
And what was it that they gave you? Like, was it tips? Was it mindsets? Or was it just their support being a way of them within themselves? Or
I think it's just the support of the mindset. So it's just like, ignore the numbers. The numbers are good and they're good for guidance, but the actual feeling is, if it's an easy ride, go and ride easy. Don't be so fixed on numbers. Because like if you compare 2 parameters day to day, and say you're running a threshold, or say 300 watts, they're plus or minus 2%. 2 parameters can ultimately read like 15, 20 watts difference easily, just day to day, based on nothing. So how can you be so fixated and happy with something or unhappy with something purely based on numbers, when it can change day to day based on life? So my parameter in Tokyo I calibrated it in the morning. So I said for the race, for the triathlon, I said I think the average power is 499 watts. Because I calibrated it in the morning, before the race. But if I'd been fixed by the numbers, I would have just stuck on my race power. But no, it felt too easy, so fuck it.
the simple question would be, why carry on?
Why not? Because I'm the best day job ever. I've never really had a job. I fucking love it. I love the fact I get up every day and like, what's on the card today? Every day is different. I love that.
What does it feel like?
Hobby. And literally, like, if anyone could just do their hobby and love what they do as a job, they never have to work a day in their life. I'm thankfully never had to work a day in my life, but only because I've enjoyed what I've done.
What would you do otherwise, do you think?
Probably something to do with coffee, but only because I enjoy it. So again, I wouldn't really class it as a job. So if you enjoy something fully, you never go work a day in your life. Simple. Just do something you enjoy. Some people are like, oh, moaning about that job. It's like, if I can do something like that, then.
So where do you want to take this hobby? How far do you want to go?
LA at least. Possibly to Brisbane, but I'll be fucking old.
You're not that old. You'd only be 38.
I'm 30 now.
Yeah, you'd only be 38.
36.
Okay.
I'll still be old. I'll be getting on. I'll be your age. I'll be getting on.
Oh, you've still got a full head of hair.
Maybe I'll go to, either way. LA definitely, maybe Brisbane, we'll see.
What would it mean for you to get to LA?
Oh, yeah, unreal. I've always wanted to go to at least 3 games. Rio, yes. Tokyo, yes. Paris, no. So LA would be phenomenal. That'll be the 3rd one. So amazing.
Let's say you do get to LA. Regardless of results, what would you like to come away with it from?
Just knowing I've done all I could to be the best person I could be on the start line of whatever race I'm doing. Because that'll be the happiest I can be. So, yeah.
Thank you, George.
Okay, no worries.
That was a lot of fun.